welcome. We are back to another Read, Remember, Repeat episode, and it's your host with the most, Michael Mooga Boyd. We are tapping into how to become a conscious creator. If you wanna, get this book, reach out to Anna Kevlin Reyes. She's on Instagram at Anna Kevlin Reyes. It's spelled like this: at Anna Kevlin Reyes, all together, and how to become a conscious creator, 7 steps to self-mastery. We made it to step 6 together, and I plan on finishing this book with y'all. Go back, replay, listen to the other episodes, and yeah, man, let's do it. We left off on self-care, now we are on relationships. Step 6, relationships. It is better to be alone than in bad company. Anonymous. I'll read that again. It's better to be alone than in bad company. Something to ponder on. It is said that 85% of your success depends on the quality of your relationships. This means that the impact is intensely important. Before we go into the chapter, let us define a couple of words. Relate, make or show a connection between. To be casually connected. That's what relate means. Relate. Make or show a connection between, to be casually connected. Relation, the way two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected. A thing's effect on or relevance to another. I'm going to read that again. Relation, the way two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected. A thing's effect on or relevance to another. Relationship, the estate of being connected by blood or marriage, the way in which two or more people are connected. All, and I mean all, relationships should be built on respect. Whether they are friendships, love interests, your parents, your siblings, and everything in between and beyond. As we have seen, a common word amongst all 3 definitions is connected. How and why are we connected to some of the people in our lives? Some we have no choice about, and some we surely do. But with our relationships, one thing is for certain. If that relationship does not nurture your growth, then you must question its continuance. As we build relationships, we must learn to identify healthy and unhealthy signs. This would allow us to determine whether that person is worth entering our life and, most of all, staying in it. Learning to identify which relationships are healthy for you is a major part of your self-mastery and self-care. Deal with people that only accept you for who you truly are. Become a person of loyalty so in turn you can attract loyal people. In relationships, trust is a must. Staying in the present keeps relationships fresh and new. To be truthful and honest with people you connect with is also a major component. No one trusts those who have trouble telling the truth. If you are not growing by being connected to someone, then the relation must cease. When you stop growing, you start dying. One major key to understand is that disagreements will happen. To not agree is okay. It allows for each party to learn more about how the other thinks and feels about certain things. Take the time to evaluate your relationships. And I mean all of them. Your parents, your friends, siblings, co-workers, pets, and whoever else you take time to connect with. Ask yourself with 2 questions. How is this relationship affecting my growth? Do I really have to keep this person in my life? After you make that assessment, you should be able to determine fairly and quickly enough which people must stay or go. If you realize that the person does not allow you to grow and is always bringing negativity into your life, cut them out. Period. I know this is difficult because we are so used to negativity. Don't forget the earlier chapters. Self-care and the quality of your life coming first. Ask yourself, why is the quality of your relationship with that person important? The people you relate to, those you spend the most time around, influence you. It changes you as a person. You become more like them and them more like you. The people you relate to will affect your life positively or negatively. The goal is to find more positive than negative relations. Even though the negative can seem so much cooler on the surface, one must learn to look past the interesting and search for the safe. If you don't, you risk ending up like the people who prefer bad boys slash girls to the good ones. Bad boys and the girls are cooler, more so than nerds, right? But nerds can elevate your life, whereas the bad boy girl can bring all kinds of trouble to you. Don't forget that the relationships you create will leave a mark on you. And whether this mark makes itself known through your personality or life choices, they can be permanent. Making the right relations can lead to living the best kind of life. Creating peace in your life should become imperative. Only peaceful people find the time to focus without focus. You won't be able to become the better version of yourself. Discernment is very important. Learning to feel whether a person is good for you or not before they even bring their storm into your life. When you set on your journey to self-care, many, if not all, of your relationships will come to an end. Some will have to take a different course, such as how you deal with one another. Never ever allow a relationship to go on in your life if that relationship brings you pain and hurt. People that love and care for you will never bring you pain intentionally. And if they were to cause pain of any kind, they would apologize and do their best to never hurt you like that again. Your relationships should bring you happiness, joy, comfort, and most of all, love. Protect your life, your peace with everything you've got. Be very careful before you invite people into your life. People come with baggage, and sometimes their baggage brings chaos with them into your life. People who have nothing to lose will help you lose everything. If you think they are unhealthy, you should see if they can be rehabbed. If not, cut them off. No one should have the pleasure to be a part of your life if their intentions are not in your best interest. Know that your life is important and you should only share it with those who have shown you appreciation, love, and commitment. While it can be hard to turn your back on relationships, it's important to remember that toxicity spreads. Toxic people can affect you, and if you don't do something, if you don't cut the people off at its source, you're risking its spread into your life. That's not good for you, and it's also not good for them. Some people can be saved, but they can only be saved in the most drastic scenarios. There is also always the possibility that by cutting them off, they realize that they are not being the best that they can be. Your social cleansing can do good for more than just yourself. It can create a sense of reflection for that person, and it leads them to deal with others better. Family, we're going to get right back to y'all. We jumping straight into step 7, man. I'm beasting. Let's go. Hurry up. Source time. Let's get it.
Everybody got a thing. Everybody's challenged by something majorly, right? Whether it's attachment, whether it's sex, whether it's substance abuse, whether it's lack of accountability, whether it's weight loss. Get your thing and work on that.
Power that protects him and all that he loves, and brings down every righteous power.
And we are back, family. We are on step 7. I can't wait to finish this out. Matter of fact, we're gonna finish this out today, and let's do it, man. I'm beasting. Let's get it. Step 7. We are a 3-part being: mind, spirit, and body. Have you ever heard the term, man, I got to get my mind right? I bet you have, but do you really know what it means? There are tens of thousands of thoughts running through our minds on a daily basis. What thought is the most common? Do you have a theme to your thoughts? Do your thoughts influence you? Do you know? The things that you think of most are what you see in your physical life, whether you realize it or not. This can be manipulated to work in your benefit. You just need to get really good at choosing what you want to think about. Take time to focus your mind on the things you want to see in your life. Your undivided focus is so very important because that is how you create. The people of the world who are a big deal became a big deal because they focused. They knew what they wanted and they thought about it often. They concentrated their thoughts onto the vision, the desired future. What you think about the most, you will see the most. If you think garbage, you will get garbage. It really is that simple. Train yourself to have more positive thoughts. Pay attention to how those thoughts are making you feel. Those feelings will create a vibration, and that vibration will create an attraction. Read books. Think and Grow Rich, The Science of Being Great, As a Man Thinketh, to name a few. Your spirit is your faith, and you do not have to be a religious person to connect with your spirit, which is the highest source from which we come. You will have what we all choose to refer to as a higher source. Different views, it would seem, but ultimately it's all the same. Some will call it God, others the universe, or Allah, or Buddha. The goal is to become clear about your faith. This will help your understanding and show that you have help from a higher source. Learn to pray to the higher source and ask for things you want. The universe is so helpful. If you trust it to be, all it needs is your desire, and it will bring you just that. In order for this to work, you must be clear and work on it. You are a spirit being, given the human experience. Listen to that voice inside of you. That voice is your guide. That is what made Jesus the best version of himself. He listened very well to his voice. Last but not least, the body. You only have one, so you must learn how to take good care of it. Everything that happens to your body starts in your mind. First, learn to eat good food. Learn to be more active and take in fewer toxic things. Think of your body as a high-end vehicle. How would you treat it? You put the best gas in Bentleys and Ferraris. Why would you do your body the disservice of treating a car better than it? Compliment your body just the same. Let it be good by giving it good fuel. While great food is expensive, spending a couple bucks now can save you a bunch of bucks from being ill in the future. Learn to be disciplined about exercise. When you exercise, the body produces feel-good hormones. They help you battle this depressive world. Exercise also tightens the muscles, increase oxygen to the heart, and allows you to be generally healthier. Your entire life works as a unit that is made up of compartments. If one of your compartments is not working properly, the whole unit is going to be off. Imagine your body as a watch. You take out one wheel and the watch doesn't work anymore. Your body needs precision and constant care. Take care of your mental health, heal your spirit, and be good to your body. Wow. And these are the 7 universal laws. So we just got through step 7. We're going to go through the 7 universal laws. As the Catholic Church has 10 commandments, when I learned about the universal laws, it made perfect sense to me, and I chose to apply them to my life instead. I learned that all is energy. I learned to be grateful, and I learned to be patient. The law of vibration states that the universe as we know it is in constant motion. Everything we see, feel, hear, and know vibrates. This law vibrates. Everything that we see, feel, hear, and know vibrates. This law is the foundation for the law of attraction, which suggests that things vibrate at different frequencies, and those things that vibrate at the same frequency attract one another. How to apply it? Your thoughts vibrate. If you focus on your future regularly, your thoughts will start to resonate with your physical life and eventually become a part of it. The law of relativity states that until you compare one thing to another, a singular thing remains in a constant state. Until you have placed 2 things alongside each another, you do not know the flaws or strengths or that particular object. Your point of view of one thing is altered once you attempt to relate it to something else. The nature, value, or quality of something can only be measured when related to another object. How to apply it? Instead of looking at those more successful than you and thinking about how you could be living better, look at those who are less fortunate and think about how lucky you are to be where you are. The law of cause and effect states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Simply put, every cause has an effect, and every effect has a cause. Everything happens for a reason, no matter how inconsequential the effect is. Everything you do will have an effect, and every effect has a thought that has driven it into being. How to apply it? Be the cause you need for the effect you want. Whatever you desire has to be put into action, or else there cannot be a reaction. The law of polarity states that everything that exists has an opposite. Everything has an antonym: hot and cold, light and dark, up and down, good and bad. Nothing is without the other. In the absence of that which you are not, that which you are is not. Whatever there is of you, there is a version that is not. Our very existence is founded on the principle that there are polar opposites. I love the law of polarity, yo. How to apply it? Look for the good in people and situations. What you focus on, you make big in your life. The law of rhythm states that everything has a natural cycle. The tides go in and out consistently. Night follows day repetitively. Life regenerates itself in every second that it exists on that strain of thought. We all have good times and bad times, but nothing stays exactly the same. Change is constant. There is a phrase that can offer wisdom for those struggling with the now. This too shall pass. Promises that things that are happening now will end one day, for better or worse. Life is all about ebbing and flowing, so let it go with it. How to apply it? When things are looking dark, know that it is not a permanent fixture in your life. Things can and will change. Allow it to. Encourage it to. The law of gestation states that all things have a beginning and a period of growth. Things do not just spring into being. They take time to manifest, much like plants. Thoughts start with a seed buried in the earth of our fertile minds and bloom with nourishment, care, and encouragement. How to apply it? Plant the seed of the things you desire and nurture those things, those thoughts until they grow into your reality. The law of transmutation states that energy moves in and out of its physical forms. Among things that alter and flow between forms are your thoughts, which are built from blocks of creativity, of creative energy, The more you focus on those creative thoughts, on the things you desire, the more you allow them to gather a physical body and they move into your life. Your universe falls into place depending on your thoughts. How to apply it? Put everything you have, your energy, faith, effort, etc., into your thoughts to move them from those simple vibrations in your mind into your physical life. The 7 natural laws of the universe are working with you and for you. The time to take charge of your life is now. Remember, the laws of the universe promise that with effort, time, and energy, your life can change and can be molded into any shape you want it to. You have absolute power over the creation of the life you desire. All you need to do is believe in the power instilled in you. Learn how to become conscious creator. Oh man, I love this book. And shout outs to you for this book right here. This is a very impactful book. You know what I mean? It might look light, but it's heavy though. Get with your boy, get with the gang, get with the team, read, remember, repeat. And yeah, man, let's lock arms, let's go.